On the news tonight, Anambra State government regrets mistaken identity in Tanya Okpala's report. University on the Niger holds orientation program for pioneer students. INEC collaborates with Nigerian Air Force towards successful elections on Saturday. On the foreign scene, Spain to find citizens who water their gardens. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. The Anambra State government has expressed its regret and apology for the error of initially referring to the recently rescued Tanya Okpala as Jacqueline Okweze. A release signed by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Mr. Christian Aburime, recalled that a few days ago, Tanya Okpala, the former Nigerian tennis champion who was seen on the street of Oka, was widely referred to as Jacqueline Okweze across various social media platforms. We have details.
According to Mr. Aburime, following public outcry to the Anambra State government to come to her aid, she was traced and taken into custody for proper care by the state government. The release explained that in its initial reference to the story, the state government equally wrongly referred to Tanya Okpala as Jacqueline Okweze, following the lead from many social media publications. And when it came to the attention of the government that the true identity of the lady was Tanya Okpala, the government immediately pulled down the publication and published the correct information, which then referred to the lady as Tanya Okpala. It added that the error in the initial reference was based on a mistaken identity founded on a mere reference to the same name that was represented to the state as the lady in question. The release said that the state government wished to officially retract the said initial reference to Jacqueline Okweze and apologized to Jacqueline Okweze for the anomaly.
The Anglican Bishop of Agwata Diocese, Right Reverend Samuel Iziofo, has reminded Christians that in spite of brokenness, man still have values in the hands of God, the potter. Joseph Ebocha has details.
Speaking at the Cathedral Church of St. John in Hulobia during rededication service for members of Agwata Diocesan Women's Fellowship and Mothers Union, Bishop Ezo, who centered his message on Broken for Better, said God is interested in and can make something out of man's broken life if allowed by man. He reminded Christians that the evil one uses sin, jealousy, anger, and other evil deeds to cause brokenness in man's life and preventing man from achieving God's purpose in his life, and encourage people not to resist God's plans to remake them. Right Reverend Ezo, who is also the national chairman of Evangelical Fellowship in the Anglican Communion, EFAC, Nigeria, charged parents to save their children from going back to idolatry by allowing them to take active part in the church activities as a way of expanding the coast of evangelism. On the state of the nation, Bishop Ezo urged leaders at various levels to allow God to use them in touching lives in more positive ways, noting that bad governance and attendant negative consequences are signs of man's brokenness.
We as human beings, when we are clear to rededicate ourselves, our ministry, our family, all about us, our academics and our business into the hand of the Almighty, so that you'll be able to lead and guide and direct all our affairs throughout the entire year.
President of Agwata Diocesan Women Ministry, Mrs. Chinyere Ezo, said the service provided yet another opportunity to thank God for his faithfulness and rededication, urging parents and caregivers to make themselves available for God's work in the lives of the children and wards.
This 2024, we are declaring it as a year of restoration and rest.
This service, attended by some diocesan officials, featured special prayer for attendees, political and religious leaders, presentation by Agwata Choral Women Group, and thanksgiving by the 15 archdeaconries in the Agwata Diocese.
A two-day orientation program for pioneer students of University on the Niger, Umunya, Anambra State, held at Archbishop Patterson Auditorium, All Saint Cathedral, Nicha, following the institution's recent formal commencement of academic and administrative activities brought together seasoned resource persons who expose the students to life in the university. The orientation program attracted personalities, academician and resource persons who expose the students to various capacity, moral and spiritual building. Staff reporter Ogochukwu Oranu has details.
The Bishop on the Niger, the Right Reverend Owen Nwokolo, in a speech, charged the pioneer students to be firm, diligent and study hard in order to be useful to the society.
This is a faith-based university. It won't be like any other university where students are allowed to roam the streets, but we will allow them to live disciplined life. We will guide them.
The Chancellor of the University, Professor Chinedu Nebo, in his opening speech, encouraged the fresh students not to relent in their various disciplines in the school, spoke on the vision and mission of the institution.
Orientation is just to make the students understand the campus, understand campus life, know what is allowable and what is not allowable, know the facilities available for them with regard to academic facilities, health facilities, spiritual life, and so on.
The Provost, College of Medicine, Inu Niger, Professor Uche Omudiwe, spoke on sexual harassment, examination malpractice and cultism, and the attendant effects. Another guest speaker, Engineer Larry Ogwego, gave lecture on positioning yourself for successful career. The President of Women Ministry, Diocese on the Niger, Dr. Elsie Nwokolo, who described the pioneer students as pesetas, took time to interact with them on their challenges and way forward, advised them to face their career with all seriousness as the university started on a powerful note with special and serious programs that requires hard work and serious attention. The administrator of Inu Inu Mission Teaching Hospital, Ordinand Nonso Anene, took the students down memory lane on the history of the hospital, their services and how to access health care. Some of the students who spoke to the ABS, including Ifeanyi Chukwu Onu, Jerry Chinwoba, Chizoba Atogo, and Precious Nwachukwu, said the university provides a conducive environment to pursue one's goal in life, appreciated the university authority for sensitizing them on contemporary issues and expectations.
It's a very high expectation because their standard is high enough.
I feel like with this school, I'm going to be the great and best in all I have always endeavored.
Ogochukwu Oranu for ABS News.
Lovebite Foods and Beverages Limited, manufacturers of Lovebite Bread in Nobi, Demili South Local Government Area of Anambra State, have held their 2023 end-of-the-year Thanksgiving and Customer Appreciation Day. ABS Newi Bureau Chief Chimezi Ume reports that the event, which was used to appreciate their customers all over the country, featured the reward of distributors and key partners with cash prizes and numerous gift items to various depots and customers. We have details.
To some of the questions from newsmen, the Chief Executive Officer of Lovebite Foods and Beverages Limited, Chief Innocent Nwosu, who expressed satisfaction with the level God has brought him and his company, pointed out that good quality, consistency, hard work, and seeing to the welfare of his customers are the major attributes of his success story, and urged his customers to always trust the company on quality products.
At making sure that our product is stable, look at brand of the villages and towns. So let them relax. More days, more product are coming, and we are going to charge everybody.
In his reaction, the best distributor of Lovebite Bread, Mr. Longinus Okoye, who won 2,336,670 naira, praised the Chief Executive Officer of the company for changing his life and asked God to continue to bless him.
Lovebite has changed my life totally. So, and I'm my
On his part, the major key partner of Lovebite Bread, Mr. Benjamin Ezedie, represented by his wife, who won 1,581,000 naira, said it is through hard work and constant purchase of Lovebite Bread that earned him the amount, and prayed for continued growth of the company. The company also honored her over 20 major distributors and over 50 key partners with cash prizes according to their purchasing power. 24 hours before the Thanksgiving and Customers Appreciation Day, the company had celebrated her workers in her end of the year Workers' Day and Gala Night. Miss Uzoma Okeke, who emerged as the most hardworking and dedicated staff, went home with cash gifts of 1 million naira, while Miss Ebele Ezekadu, who emerged as the longest serving staff, also went home with a cash prize of 1 million naira. The celebration also marks the 4th anniversary of the company. Recall that Gaki Depot in Enugu went home with the grand prize of 1 million naira during last year's celebration.
Mr. Ikechukwu Okoye has been initiated into the Ozompu Society of Enugu community. He adopted the name Ozoaka Chukwuze Udenweze II for his title. Correspondent Chibuzo Bidike reports.
Title holders in Enugu community are the highest title holders and decision-making body customarily in the community. They are also respected because they stand out in truth and exemplary lifestyle always. The event, which took place at the country home of the celebrants in Umatulu village in Enugu community, saw Ndi Ozompu title holders file in a procession into the compound of Mr. Okoye and were received with a peacock and tuber of yam as part of the tradition and rites of Ozompu Society of the town. Before the commencement of the event, an infant was given a feather from the cock and some piece of yam to offer to the gods in announcing their arrival ahead of the induction. After the kolanut ritual, the procession of Mr. Okoye commenced with purification with the sacred nzu all over his body, which unbinds him from any evil spirits and carnal lifestyle, among others. It was then followed by the decoration of Mr. Okoye with Ozompu garments, beads, hand fan, red cap, nza, among others. Performing the initiation, the chairman of Ozompu Enugu na Umonri, Chief Joseph Okonkwo, revealed that the position attained by Chief Okoye is supreme, as he cannot be bewitched by any unclean spirit or disrespected in the community by anyone or groups, and advised him to stay away from any unlawful practices and carry himself as a member of the prestigious Ozompu. Responding, Chief Okoye said that as London-based, he values his culture and tradition, and as such, he will continue to propagate it all the days of his life. He said that the new title will spur him to attract more development to his country. The wife of the celebrant, Mrs. Rose Okoye, expressed happiness over the induction of her husband and assured she will continue to assist her husband to keep the rules and regulations of the group, which are for his own respect and dignity of their household. A friend of the celebrant, Mr. Kanayo Akabike, expressed love for the choice of titled name, which he said signifies his success in all his dealings, and expressed optimism that he will attract more developmental projects to his community and the state at large. Dancing of Ufio music, exchange of greetings, and paying of homage to the newly inducted member of the Ozompu Enugu na Umonri form the high points of the event. From Umatulu village in Enugu, Chibuzo Bidike, ABS News.
Away now from news within the state, ahead of this weekend's by and rerun election in 26 states of the Federation, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, is seeking ways to mobilize national assets, including the Nigerian Air Force. The chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, who disclosed this during a courtesy visit to the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar in Abuja, noted that a total of 4,613,291 permanent voters' cards have been collected so far out of the 4,904,627 registered voters. Princess Ekwe Ajide of our Abuja Bureau has details.
That the law empowers the Commission to seek the support of the security, intelligence, and law enforcement agencies in the delivery of materials and the protection of election officials, as clearly provided for in Section 27(3) of the Electoral Act 2022. According to the INEC boss, the elections will hold in 9 states where 2 senators, 4 members of the House of Representatives, and 3 members of state houses of assembly will be elected in by-elections to replace members who passed on or resigned their membership of the national and state assemblies. Professor Yakubu explained that the Commission is working with the Central Bank of Nigeria and is seeking the support of NAF to expeditiously deliver materials to 3 locations in the northeast, southeast, and southwest geopolitical zones of the country.
The Commission cannot do it alone. That is why we seek to mobilize every national asset, including the Nigerian Air Force. It is a realization of this objective that the law empowers the Commission to seek the support of security, intelligence, and law enforcement agencies in the delivery of materials and the protection of election officials.
Responding, the Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, pointed out that the successful conduct of elections is highly hinged on robust security and well-planned logistics supply chain management. He noted that the Nigerian Air Force has been INEC's dependable partner in providing security in addition to rapid airlift and distribution of sensitive and non-sensitive electoral materials across the country, and was still willing and able to continue supporting the Commission.
I believe that this encounter will serve as a platform for even greater cooperation and synergy between the Nigerian Air Force and INEC. We are excited about the possibilities that lie ahead and the positive impact that we can collectively make to make Nigeria stand strong as the giant of Africa.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwe Ajide reporting.
On the foreign scene, Spain is expected to declare drought emergency in addition to big fines for breaking water rules. This could mean more extreme water restriction for 6 million people in Barcelona and 201 surrounding municipalities in northeastern Spain. Washing a car or watering the garden could result in fines of up to 50 euros. If a citizen in Barcelona committed a serious water offense, they could be fined up to 3,000 euros. In sport, Nigerian striker Demola Lookman has posted that the Panthers Negras of Angola can stop the Super Eagles from securing a place in the semi-final of the ongoing 2023 African Cup of Nations AFCON in Côte d'Ivoire. The 2 teams would do battle in quarter-final contest on Friday. The highly anticipated encounter is slated for the Félix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium, Abidjan. The Super Eagles have so far defeated big guns Côte d'Ivoire and Cameroon in the competition. Lookman reckoned that the Super Eagles are up for the battle and will go all out for a win against Pedro Conclave's side. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. On X at ABS Radio TV. On Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. The main point again, Anambra State government has expressed regret for mistaken identity in Tanya Okpala's report. University on the Niger has held orientation program for pioneer students. INEC is collaborating with Nigerian Air Force towards successful elections on Saturday. And on the foreign scene, we told you Spain to find citizens who go against water or water the garden. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Thanks for watching. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. Good night.